So for about the past 15, 20 minutes or so, I could have sworn I was driving down the road outside of Atlanta, passing by Stockbridge, Georgia, and I had to come back to reality that I'm at Sundance 2012, but we've got a soundtrack in the house that takes me back to my Atlanta days. I am pleased to welcome to the stage Ed Roland, Christopher Allen Yates, and Will Turpin of the Sweet Tea Project with Ed Roland. Guys, thank you so much for playing.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. A lot of smiles around the studio as you guys were getting it going here.
Oh, cool. And, us too, man. We enjoy playing.
I understand these are new songs?
Very brand new. I think, Will, you've played them 3 times now.
We got 3 performances under my belt.
3 performances under your belt now on the bass over there? Yeah.
Well, I was telling Will that about halfway through that last song, I couldn't help notice a big smile broke across his face as well. So.
Yeah, he got through. That's it. He's at the finish line.
I could see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That's right. I got all the changes right. I could do those again. Right? Well, tell us a little bit about what the Sweet Tea Project is about, what you guys are aiming to do. And
well, it started, I have a studio in my home, and of course, Will and I are in a band called Collective Soul. And we got home and had a little time off, and it seemed like Christopher and I've known each other. First band I was in was Christopher's, actually. So we've known each other, God, 20, I'll stop at 20, many years. And came home, and a lot of his friends that play around the coffee houses of Atlanta and do little solo things. Seems like everybody was starting to congregate in my studio, just hanging out. And just kind of started saying, hey, I had these songs that necessarily don't fit Collective Soul. Every song you write's not, and you don't want them just to go away. So I was like, hey, I got some of these tunes, and we started doing those. Christopher and I started writing together. We started writing together as a band, and just kind of had fun with it. And that's truly how it started. No expectations, but then once it started happening, we're like, now we have expectations. We finished a record, and now we're kind of waiting to see. Hopefully, to release it in the spring.
Okay.
So that's kind of where it took off.
Excellent. Well, what a beautiful thing it is to have had a wonderful career that you've already had, to give you the time to be able to do other things that don't necessarily fit the aesthetic of Collective Soul. But
that was the first time in 20 years, and Will took advantage of that time also, did his new project.
Oh, that's right. What's the deets on your project?
I did a solo project. It's a 5-song EP. Also in my basement. So yeah, my studio basement.
We get home from tour, we don't leave our basements.
But it was definitely side project time for Collective Soul. So Dean's got one out as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. So are you gonna release that commercially, or
Mine's
what's happening
released.
with that?
It's out.
On iTunes. There it is. Where is it? There it is.
Where is it?
I looked
there it is.
There it is.
The Lighthouse.
iTunes, Facebook, stream it live, all that stuff.
Very good.
Yeah.
So are you guys gonna tour behind Sweet Tea?
We're hoping to, yeah. We really want to. We've done about 5 band gigs. Full band. And it truly, we don't even know who's in the band. Because it's just so many friends.
It's a big band, and it's
just kind of open door. Who's available that day? Come in and
you're gonna take a Cab Calloway size orchestra out on the road?
Not that big. But it has gotten pretty big on stage and pretty crowded before. But it's just a lot of fun right now, and I definitely don't want to miss out on that. It's so much fun to be on stage. Not that Collective Soul isn't, but it's just, it's something new, and it makes everything in your life healthy, even the Collective Soul thing. So
I've got to see them a couple times. It's real cool watching them all up there on stage.
Because we truly don't know what we're doing. We do now a little bit better than we did at the beginning.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Well, I suppose there's somewhat of a freedom to not being in the big operation that is what is. When you become as successful as Collective Soul has been, and you got to serve a lot of people, you got to play big shows with Collective Soul.
To me, it is. The expectation's what we put on, and we want to do the best we can, but our expectation on the Sweet Tea Project is truly to have fun. And I think that translates to the audience so far.
No question about it. We all had a great time listening to the tunes.
That's really cool.
And how's Sundance for you guys? You guys having a good time getting around a little bit?
We went to the coffee house last night.
That's right.
That was so much fun. That was a blast.
Lots of talent.
Man, what talent.
No kidding.
I mean, it was, at one point I was like, man, I don't want to get up there and play. It was cool.
I don't want to follow that guy.
I don't want to follow those.
Actually, I don't want to follow that 12-year-old girl.
Just saying, like, unbelievable. What was her name?
I don't remember.
Stephanie something.
Sophia?
Oh, yeah, Sophia.
Man, what a voice.
Yeah, she's been in here, and she's working hard, so.
That's cool. Yeah, there was just so much time. That was fun. I love that whole concept. That was great.
No question. And many thanks to Jeremy Koff from Coffee House to bring us together today.
That's so
cool.
cool.
And find some time in your schedule to come in here to our Park City TV studios. Indeed. Jeremy, thanks so much, and thanks to you guys for coming in. We appreciate it. It was
Thanks
a
for
great
having
time.
Thank you for having us.
Best wishes for much success with Sweet Tea, and of course the legion of fans of Collective Soul will continue to wait for new touring to see you
that'll
live.
be out.
and
New record will be out end of the year. So.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
man.
it. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Christopher. Will,
Cheers, Derek.
good work, man.